guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Fayy Lenee back with another video. And for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some products that are underrated in the beauty community and that I feel like deserve way more attention. Most of you guys, I'm sure, are just as overwhelmed as I am with the amount of products that are coming out on a regular basis. It's almost like these brands are in a competition to see who can make us the most broke the fastest. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. But products have been coming out like crazy, and I think it's very easy for a lot of really good products to get overlooked because there's so many products coming out at any given time. And of course, some products are going to get more hype than others. For whatever the case may be, I'll just leave it at that. But there are a lot of really great products out there, both high-end and affordable, that I don't feel like get enough attention, and those are the products that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. So I pretty much have just a full basket of products that I pulled out of my collection that I love and use on a regular basis, and I wanted to sit down and share them with you guys. These are, like I said, products that I absolutely love, would highly recommend. So if you need to, go ahead and pause this video, get your pen and paper, pull up your notes app, whatever you need to do so that you guys can take notes on the products I'm about to share with you guys, because these are lit AF and they deserve more attention, and I'm about to give it to them. So if you are new to my channel, as I mentioned in the beginning, my name is Fayy Lenee. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video and hanging out with me. If you enjoy it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and join the fam by clicking on the subscribe button and turning on your notifications so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And yeah, if you're not new to my channel, you guys already know what it is, so thank you so much for coming back. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So first up, I want to talk about two primers that I've kind of heard people mention, but not really. These primers are by CoverGirl. They actually came out with a full line of primers, and I feel like when this particular line launched, it launched with their matte foundation, their new matte foundation that recently came out. I think it's called the Comfort Matte, and I think all the buzz about the foundation overshadowed the primers, and these primers are really good. So like I said, they did come out with a full line, but the two that I have been loving are the Skin Smoothing and the Pore Minimizing, which essentially do the exact same thing as far as smoothing the skin and giving you a nice even base to work with and apply your foundation or your makeup in general on top of. But I absolutely love both of these. They do exactly what they say that they're supposed to do, which is smooth the skin, and my makeup applies flawlessly on top of them. For foundation, I actually only have one to mention to you guys. I'm sure there's lots of foundations out there that deserve way more love, but this one in particular sticks out to me. I have mentioned it several times already, and I'm going to mention it again because it deserves it, and it is the LA Girl Pro Matte HD Foundation. This foundation I think is like $8 at Ulta, and you may even be able to find it for cheaper than that depending on where you purchase it or if you use a coupon. But this foundation literally is like a high-end foundation for an affordable, I mean, you cannot beat $8, and this foundation is bomb. I'm wearing it on my face right now, and I mean, it literally makes my skin look flawless. It applies flawlessly. It just smooths out my skin and just makes it look stunning. And the other thing that I really love about this is, even though I have oily skin, it's not an uncomfortable matte, and it wears really nicely throughout the day. Even if I start to get oily and stuff throughout the day, even if I like go in and kind of pat and like touch up, the foundation itself does not move around and it still looks flawless. Like, I look at my skin at the end of the day and I'm legit like shook because this foundation is bomb. So I highly recommend it. They have a relatively decent shade range. I have mine in the shade Cafe. So the next product that I want to mention is actually a color correcting product. This is the Maybelline Master Camo, what is this called? Color correcting pen. Now there are a couple of different shades of these pens. I have the orange one, or it may be peach. What is the color on this? Apricot. So apricot for dark circles is what it says on the packaging. I like to use this to correct dark spots on my face, mostly on my cheek area. I don't really put it underneath my eyes. I could, I have, but I don't prefer to use it that way. I prefer to use it to correct dark spots on my face. One thing that I have noticed is that sometimes when I apply foundation, even if I try to cover the certain spots on my cheeks with a concealer as like an extra layer of coverage, I can still see through the foundation those dark spots. And whenever I use this just works so well. You can use it around your mouth if you have darkness in that area, or on the corners of your mouth if you have darkness, which I do, or on your dark spots, or under your eyes. Anywhere that you have darkness that you want to conceal, that you want to brighten a little bit and keep your skin, once you put your makeup on, from looking dark in those areas, this is bomb. Like I said, they do have several different colors: purple, green, yellow, depending on what things you want to correct on your skin. But I have been loving the orange one specifically for dark circles. I do have it under, I mean not dark circles, for dark spots. And I do have it under my foundation today. And as you can see, it looks flawless, at least in my opinion. So definitely had to mention that. So next up, I have a brow product that I actually mentioned in my monthly favorites a couple of videos back, but I literally haven't heard anyone talk about this. It's an affordable little brow palette from Profusion, which is a brand that you can get from Target. And this is, I think it's just called their brow, yeah, I think it's just their brow palette, I mean. But it comes with 3 powders and a like kind of waxy formula. I don't really use the wax, but the powders are bomb. Like, I normally use my Anastasia brow powder duo, and I have not touched that since I started using this. It is so good. I have it on my brows today. And basically what I do is I shape and fill in my brows with a brow pencil, whether it be my Benefit Goof Proof or my Anastasia Brow Definer, whichever one I'm in the mood for that day. And then once I have my general shape, I go in with this brow powder, mostly the dark one. So there's a cool toned, let me open it up, that would be helpful. So there is a cool toned brown, a warm toned brown, a highlight shade, and a wax. So I mostly dip into this cool tone brown right here, but sometimes I'll dip into the warm one for the front of my brow, just depending on my vibe that day. But these are so good. They like just create, I mean, look at my brows, y'all. Like, they're popping, are they not? And I just feel like this little brow powder set, brow palette, has really helped me take my brows to the next level, because they were looking pretty good before. But I feel like they're looking a lot more clean and flawless and uniform, because my brows are pretty sparse. And sometimes when I fill them in with a brow pencil, you can see the areas, like you can tell the difference between the areas that have hair and the areas that don't. But I feel like when I go in with this powder after I use my pencil, it just creates a much more seamless, uniform looking brow, which I'm here for. So definitely had to give this a little shout out, because I literally have not heard anyone talk about this. Nobody. So next up, I have some contouring products. Another product that I literally haven't heard anyone talk about. These are by Black Up, and I have mentioned these on my channel before. I have used them in tutorials before. I absolutely love these. These are the Black Up contouring powder palettes. I have 3 of them. I have shade 00, 01, and 03. And I really love these, you guys. Like, the powders in these little palettes are so smooth, so creamy. They blend out like butter on the skin. Even if you accidentally apply too much, they blend out just absolutely beautifully on the skin. But this is what one of the palettes looks like. This one is in the shade 00. My most used palette is shade 01, which I'll show you in a second, but this is 00. And you have a contouring shade right here. And then here, which I'm not sure if you'll be able to see or not, but you actually have 2 highlight shades. So you have 1 matte shade and 1 shimmer shade. This is the one that I dig into the most. This one is shade 01. So again, you have your contour shade, and then you can kind of see a little bit better on this one, the 2 highlight shades, your shimmer and your matte shade. And then this one is shade 03, which is a little bit deeper. As you can see, beautiful, deep, rich contour shade. And then again, you have your matte and shimmer highlighting shades in there as well. So these are so good, you guys. So good. Like, Black Up has a couple of products that I just completely stand for. And no one really ever talks about Black Up. I don't really understand. I have a couple more Black Up products that I'm going to share with you guys, but they have a lot of really great products on their site, and I'm pretty sure they're a Black-owned brand. I'm 99% sure of that. So if you're looking for some products that will complement your skin tone if you are of a deeper complexion, I would definitely recommend them. I have loved every single thing that I have tried from them so far. And since we're on them, I'll just go ahead and mention the other 2 products that I have from them that I wanted to mention in this video. So the first is literally the eyeliner that I use in every single makeup tutorial. Every single time that I do my makeup and I need a liquid eyeliner, I'm always reaching for this. I did recently get the Fenty Fly Liner, which I've been kind of trying that one out. But before that, every time you guys saw me do liner or anything in my videos, it was this. This is the Black Up matte waterproof liquid eyeliner. This is so good. I have tried a lot of eyeliners in my day as a makeup artist, and my thing is I tend to have pretty watery eyes, and what happens to me almost always, because my eyes just like to play me, because I guess, I mean, I don't really know, but they like to do that to me sometimes, is I'll have my wing liner popping and my eyes will start to water, and almost like every time right in this corner my eyeliner will start to like break up or just come off completely from my eyes watering and me like trying to touch up the area. This does not. And then last but not least, from Black Up, I have this little highlighter palette. This is the Black Up Jenny Jenkins times Jenny Jenkins highlighting palette. They did this in collaboration with her. She is a YouTuber, and she actually came out with two highlighting, I cannot talk. She actually came out with 2 highlighting palettes, one in the shade 01 and then a deeper one in the shade 02, I believe. And this is another one, like, even when it first came out, I literally didn't really hear anyone talking about this, like, at all. And I don't know if that's because, like, she's a YouTuber in the UK. I mean, it really shouldn't matter. But this is still available, and I literally don't hear anyone talk about it, like, ever. And it is bomb. For the price, getting 4 highlighters, like, you literally cannot beat it. And these highlighters, like, bruh. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to show you guys some swatches. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Like, why are people not talking about these? I do not understand. And these are so complimentary to women of color. There's no excuses to not have this palette, so I definitely had to give it a mention. So next up, I have 2 palettes to mention to you guys. I mentioned these in my favorites a couple of videos back, so I'm not going to spend too much time chatting about these, but I have been obsessed with these. I was recently introduced to these by my friend Andrea, and I am just, there's no going back for me. I am just obsessed with these. I absolutely love them. I don't understand why I don't see more people using them or talking about them on social media. I don't really see a lot of people talking much about Sephora makeup in general, but they have a lot of really good stuff, including these palettes. So these are blush palettes. This one is just called the Blush Palette, and then this one is called the Spice Market Blush Palette. And the quality of these is just stunning. Now this one I did mention in my Sephora VIB appreciation haul. I swatched it and everything in that video, so I will let you go back to that video to check it out. This one is the lighter one. I haven't really given it too much play on my channel as far as like showing you guys what it looks like, but it has blushes and highlighters in here, and I'll do a couple of quick swatches because, like I said, I don't think I've shown you guys any swatches of this particular palette, but it's beautiful. Let's see, I'll do one here, and one here. I mean, gorgeous. Now next to that Black Up highlighting palette, they don't look quite as intense, but they're still absolutely stunning. So this one down here is a blush, and then these 2 over here, this one could be used as a blush, but I kind of like, that would be like a blush topper, and then this one is like a highlighting shade. So I have been loving these. They're gorgeous. They apply to the skin so smooth. Like, these are a must. Don't sleep on these. I was sleeping on them. I'm woke now. I'm trying to help y'all out. Don't sleep on these. Okay, so just a few more products and then we will be done. I'm starting to get like hot under these lights, so I'm about to go ahead and try to wrap this up. So I do want to mention one more highlighting and blush palette. This is actually an affordable one. This is from Pixie. I'm trying to give you guys options, okay? So this one is from Pixie. This is the Sweet Glow palette, and this was actually done in collaboration with Dulce Candy. And this is another one, like I said, like I didn't really hear, I mean, outside of Dulce Candy, obviously, because it was her collection. She came out with a couple of different things. But outside of her, I didn't really hear a ton of people talking about this. And this is, for the price, you guys, you get 9 shades, blushes, and highlighters. You've got some deeper shades here for my deeper, if you've got deeper skin tones. But really, all of these shades in here are complementary to all skin tones in my complexion. If you have a lighter complexion, the deeper shades, of course, could be used as bronzer if you like shimmery bronzers, or even as eyeshadows. But this is a very well-rounded palette, and I am going to show you guys some swatches, because honestly, when I got this, I actually got this in PR. Like, looking at it at first, I wasn't super impressed, and then when I swatched it, I was like, bruh, shook. Okay, so these are the swatches on my finger. Like, it literally makes no sense, you guys. So we have a blush here, a highlighter, and the bronze highlighter. I mean, these are so gorgeous, and they actually kind of are holding their own against these bomb swatches up here from the Black Up palette. But you guys, this right here, for the price, you guys know I'm all about getting the most bang for your buck, and this for the price is so worth it. Okay, so I went ahead and cleaned off my swatching arm, because the last category of products that I want to share with you guys are lip products, and I know I'm going to want to swatch some of these for you guys so that you can see what they look like. So let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, my nose is itching. So the first products that I want to share with you guys are from e.l.f. Super affordable, you guys already know. These are the lip plumping glosses, and I have 2 shades. I have Mocha Twist and Champagne Glam. I have actually really been enjoying these, like really been enjoying these. If you are someone that is into gloss, I mean, look at that. You get nice pigment, it's super glossy, and it's super comfortable to wear on the lips, of course. So that first one was Mocha Twist, and then this one is Champagne Glam, which is just like your sheer kind of gold reflect gloss. Absolutely beautiful. I love these. Like I said, you get a little bit of pigment, but not too much, and they're super, super glossy. You can build them up, and they feel really great on the lips, so I really do love these. Another gloss that are going to give you a little bit more pigment are these glosses by Lorac. And honestly, I can't believe I've never heard anyone talk about these. I've been using these forever. They're only 15 bucks, which it's a little bit more expensive than drugstore, but it's not like high end. It's like a nice medium. And these are so good, you guys. Like, I don't think y'all even understand. So this one is in the shade Duchess, and look at this. So good. The thing that I really love about these is they're super creamy, but they still give decent pigment, but it's not like so much. I mean, look at that. So good. So, and like I said, these are only $15, which for high end, I would expect them to be a little bit more expensive. But they have a ton of different shades, and I'm a huge fan of these. I've been using these for forever, like I said. So definitely had to mention those, because like I literally never hear anybody talk about them, and they're so good. The next pair of, or set of glosses that came out recently being the last couple of months, but I didn't really hear anyone talk about them again, and they're so good, are these Buxom Vava Plump liquid, they're like liquid glossy lipsticks, I guess. I don't know the exact name, but they're basically the Vava Plump liquid lipsticks, but they're like glosses at the same time. So I pulled out a couple of shades just because I wanted to show you guys what they look like. So the first one is called Make Me Melt, and this is like kind of like a, okay, y'all get ready for this. pigment, okay? This one is like a nice dark vampy shade. One swatch, bam, pigment. Like, people be missing out on good stuff, like really good products. This one is called Honeydew. Gorgeous. That one's kind of like a nice peachy toned shade. Beautiful. And then lastly, I have the shade Getting Warmer, which I believe this one is like a nice nude. Yeah. That's my kind of shade right there. Nice mauve toned nude shade. But as you can see, like, one swipe, these are super pigmented, super gorgeous, and nobody talks about them. So definitely had to mention those. And yeah, I think that is it. Yes, that is it. I'm tired. I don't know about y'all, but your girl is tired. My back is hurting a little bit. It's getting hot under these lights. I'm getting hungry, and I know this video is about to be long AF, so I'm probably gonna have to try to cut it down a little bit. But I definitely wanted to share these products with you guys, and I feel like I almost should have like split this video up into 2 videos, but it's all good. I really wanted to share these products with you guys because, like I said, I just feel like there are so many really good products out there that tend to get overlooked just because there's so many new things launching all the time. And sometimes, you know, some things just kind of get swept under the rug or passed by, and they don't really get as much love as they should. And every single product that I mentioned in this video, I feel like deserves way more love. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it helpful. Hopefully you took some notes, found some new products that you want to try out. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for sticking it out and hanging out with me and watching the full video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video or want to see more videos like this, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And that is all that I have for you guys. So thank you so much again for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon in my next video.